Is
scoot
anything
back?
about me that's like a laid back, sit back kind of person?
No.
And
Are you uptight?
I don't think so, but then I'm like, logically, probably.
You can scoot back, pull the microphone close to you,
I'll
get
see, but
comfortable.
then I'm going to sound lazy.
Do you need a water?
Actually, I would love a water.
David's got a water.
Especially the fancy life waters.
I'll probably just go to sleep in a minute, Abby.
Ooh. No, you won't, sir. I'm entertaining.
I
Haven't you
don't
heard?
know, man.
Haven't you heard?
I had a very long ride today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Say their
happened?
name.
Nope.
Say the name.
Say
Nope.
it. Oh, this is very exciting.
Yes.
This is a nice way to spend your afternoon.
Is it?
Yeah.
We're
For
excited
sure.
to
Can I
have
hear
you.
myself talk?
You know,
Yeah.
you know the even better thing
What?
is when we leave here, we get to sit in Nashville traffic.
Hold on. Wait.
Your
Just
your
cut this
your
part.
pole went a little flaccid.
Have you ever used a
up.
microphone before, Abby?
Listen, I know how to do this, if that's what you're asking.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, take your time. Take your time.
I think you got it.
Oh, yeah. Tighten that thing.
Did you not tighten her?
Usually, Usually it doesn't fall down.
Well, here's the thing. Today, David. Wow.
Okay, there we go.
Today, David is the one who set up the microphone stand, so I can't.
Thank you,
blame him
David.
today.
I did not. I'm a producer.
All right, I feel settled now.
I like calling myself a producer. Welcome to Twangtown. I am David Tolliver.
And I am Colt Mercy.
Brewski.
And today we have with us Abby
Hello.
Anderson.
Oh my God.
Gosh, you're so popular.
That was almost.
There's sound effects and everything.
We have four.
Four.
We
I
have
love
four.
it.
You've had
You've
two
heard
of the four.
Love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Okay,
very
yay.
high profile here at Twangtown. So,
Heck yeah.
yeah.
What does
I
high
love it.
profile mean?
I'm not sure. It just felt right when I said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like using
Official.
big words?
What?
Do you like using big words?
I do, but I'm just not good at it.
No. It's a conundrum.
What? I don't even know what that means.
It's when you can read minds.
Oh, yeah.
A conundrum is when you can read minds?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
he's
Yeah,
lying.
it's like when you're amphibious, it means you can read both minds.
Oh, I thought
Okay.
amphibious is when you were left-handed and right-handed.
That's true.
Yeah.
I might be homeschooled, but I don't think that's what
Were
amphibious
you homeschooled, really?
means. Doesn't that make sense?
No.
Yeah.
I think you're a very intelligent person.
That's really nice, David, because actually that is something that I'm pretty insecure about.
Really?
Yeah. Is my grammar and my I've just always felt like I never have enough words.
Well, nobody. I don't either. And we
Yeah.
write songs and stuff.
Right, but that's always easy.
Yeah.
And I feel like my writing's very simple because of that. Because I
Yeah.
don't have I actually, sometimes I'll read the dictionary because I just feel so insecure about my vocabulary. And I just like want to learn more.
You should do like a word of the day.
I should do a word of the day, but it's hard for me to remember what the words mean. So if I could remember the definition, that'd be great. But yeah, some people will comment and be like, "Oh, I just love how simple your songs are," and I was like, "Yeah, yeah."
Is that a compliment or a backhanded compliment?
That's on purpose too.
yeah.
That's what I was going for.
They're like, "I love how you just say it. You just say what you mean." And I'm like, "Yep,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
so artistic.
It's scripted. Yeah, it completely is. Wow.
Beyond artistic.
Yeah.
more like
Is
autistic."
that-
I'm so autistic. She's funny.
Oh, you got a double one.
Listen, I can say my little sister is autistic. We have a good time with her, so she gets it. She's,
Like
she's
we
part
have
of
a
the
good
fam.
time with
She's
her.
part of the fam.
just on the spectrum, or is
She's on it. She's on something. She's on it.
She's surfing.
she's on top
Oh,
of it?
yeah, and she's loving life, man. She's the happiest person you're ever gonna meet in your
Yeah.
life.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she's the freaking best.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
I asked, like, when I first went back home, my better half, Jenna, the first Christmas I went back home, and the second Christmas, like, her brother and sister-in-law came home, and her brother's very intelligent, like, highly intelligent, lawyer, just knows everything about everything. But I was sitting at the kitchen table, and they have, like, an L-shaped, from the kitchen into the living room, back into the kitchen. It's like an L shape. And I was sitting there with her mom and dad and Jenna, and her brother was just pacing,
oh yeah,
pacing. And I'm like, is nobody else seeing this? Is nobody going to acknowledge what's happening right now?
Right.
So I don't know if he's on the spectrum, but I've never seen anyone pace like that.
Like just
He
for
probably
no
is.
reason, just pacing.
He does it constantly. When he's talking to us on the phone, he's just constantly
on the
moving.
phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Heck, I wish I was on the spectrum. They're smart.
Right?
yeah, it's like a
Yes.
superpower.
Like, I
They're
want to be able to
smart.
play piano with my toes.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't know if I care to do that.
No.
But-
Well, would you say you have
It's just,
ADD, ADHD?
you know what? I was also Googling that, and I think I might.
Well,
Did you go-
they say that's on the spectrum.
Don't we? But I've never I guess I don't understand the difference between like quote unquote normal
I mean, I'm not
functioning
saying you
human
have ADD.
behavior.
I'm just asking
hey,
if you
Paul,
think you
if
have
you
it.
think I do, please diagnose me.
No.
I
I'm
love
a
it.
doctor.
Definitely have
Listen,
ADHD.
I
know
am-
you do.
I am raw dogging life. I'm not on nothing right
wow.
now. I'm like, I need
God,
some-
wow.
I need
This is
some,
why
like,
I wanted you on the podcast so bad. You're the best.
But I mean, I got no medication. I got nothing. I'm
You
like,
don't need
should
it,
be I
girlfriend.
on something?
You're
I don't know.
You're straight arrow right
I'm
now.
just,
You are high on life.
that is true. I do like living. I love
Yeah.
being alive.
Yeah.
We're
I
glad
had,
I
you're
do.
living.
I had to raw
Me
dog the
too.
treadmill the other day.
How do you do that?
I got to the gym and my AirPods were dead.
Oh,
So
no.
I never realized how much non-talking and like sounds of machines were happening at the gym.
Uh-huh.
The way
It's so annoying.
the way raw dogging has been reclassified throws me off a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
it's not what
It's
we
You
okay
said
to
you were
say.
raw
It's
dogging
okay
on
to
the
say
treadmill.
now.
I'm like, well, exactly how were you
You're
raw
like, no,
dogging?
actually, on the treadmill, you could probably raw dog. Like,
Yeah, if you're very adventurous.
Wow.
Yeah. Might get some
I
straight
think the
knees. I don't know.
YMCA would frown at that.
You're like,
I
you don't
would get
pay
kicked
enough
out.
for
I'm
this
sure.
membership to do that.
I'm sure someone's done that.
They used to do some raw
Uh,
dogging at the Green Hills Y, I think.
The $200 memberships, you probably could,
That's
but not the Y.
Tokyo Sauna.
Yeah.
Tokyo sauna.
Don't you remember Tokyo Sauna?
No.
Or Miko's?
What's that?
I don't know what
Those
that is.
massage parlors used to be down on Cannery Row.
Yeah, no.
I never went.
Of course not.
You just know about it. You just know about it.
About them.
Yeah.
No, they all got busted.
Hey, we all gotta make money.
They were tugging.
Everybody's gotta make money.
$20 is $20.
Everybody's got someone to feed.
Expensive to live around here.
No. Where you from?
Oh gosh, Texas, actually. Which Colt, you are as well.
Sames. Yeah.
Austin.
I
Where
was
are you
born
from?
in Austin, but I kind
That's
of lived
right.
all over the state. So I
Okay.
know you're from the Dallas area, correct?
From Dallas. I was born in San Antonio,
yeah.
so I lived half my life in San Antonio,
Yeah.
and then our family moved to Dallas when I was like 8.
Like Dallas proper.
Oh, it's the burbs
Which one?
in the suburbs, Southlake.
Southlake.
Oh,
yeah.
South
yeah.
Lake.
South.
Yeah, I was living right outside of Weatherford. Are you familiar with that?
Yes, sir.
A little town called Brock before I moved up here.
Obama?
Love it.
Brock, not Barack.
Oh,
I didn't say it Valley Girl style. I live in Barack.
oh my God. You still got that tree up.
It's still Christmas.
I like
It's
it.
not Christmas.
Sure it is.
There's still people in our neighborhood that have their stupid lights up on their house.
Yeah. Are you mad about it?
I am.
Why?
Because they need to take them down. It's
I
almost,
like it.
It's almost February. February.
I don't know. I like you. When I see people, we live in the best neighborhood, and there's like Mexicans and Hondurans everywhere,
Yeah.
and they leave their lights up all year, and it's the freaking best thing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it makes me so happy.
How do you know the difference?
It's the language. Like I'm a quarter Mexican.
Yeah.
I'm not that Mexican, but I'm
Buenos.
Mexican. I'm Mexican
enough.
enough for them to look at my husband and be. They literally met Tyler one day and they're like, "Oh, Taylor, you married a Chicana." man." Like-
Pinche gringo.
so I felt honored. Honestly, I wish I was more Mexican than I am. It's
That
kind of
was
sad
such a
that I'm
good
not.
I think you have the perfect amount.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's-
Anyways, but yeah, they leave their Christmas lights up. And it's just a party, man. They have the rainbow ones.
Yeah.
It just makes me happy.
rainbow
They're
ones.
just happy people.
Hey, I grew up in Texas. I love my Mexican pals.
Oh my gosh, it's
Yeah.
the best
Food.
culture. The
Mwah.
food's amazing.
The music.
I love
They're
it.
wonderful people.
They do
Muy
their
excelente.
Yeah.
they have their front yard parties like till 2 or 3 a.m. on
Yeah.
a weeknight.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so fun.
Like the big guitars and the accordions and shit.
no,
No.
no.
They're not the polka variety.
They're like
not the
modern day
mariachi
people,
bands.
David.
There's modern day mariachi bands.
It's, they
No,
probably
that's
listen
true.
to
That's true.
reggaeton.
Yes, they listen to everything, but it's just fun going out on your front porch and just watching it. You know?
Nice.
Yeah. Do you participate? You get in there and sing with them?
Honestly, I don't feel cool enough to.
What are you
like
talking
sometimes
about?
I'll walk over across the street and the kids will be playing soccer and we'll go like play soccer with them. But sometimes like the boys will be like, "Oh, Abby, we saw your TikToks like yesterday. Like they're really good. They're really
saw your
good."
TikTok.
And I'm like, "Thank you, thank you." So
Abby, we love you on the TikTok.
and it's the cutest thing.
so
It makes me so happy. So, anyways, I've never felt like I wish. Both of my parents speak fluently. I don't speak a lick of Spanish. I wish I did.
How?
They
How'd you get
just
away from
didn't.
that?
They didn't teach us. I think they. My mom would tell us like, you know, with how to explain it, like when you come to America, you want your kids to know English, and so you don't care to.
Yeah,
Teach them. Now I'm
just
not
want you to fit
speaking
right
for all the people, all the Mexicans everywhere. That
You
was
don't
just
speak for the nation.
my mom. I don't speak. No. But no, my mom. I don't know. My mom and dad just didn't like. I'm sure they wanted to, but there's 7 kids in my family. I can't imagine that. Just try talking about like communication in general. How hard would it be to teach every kid 2 languages? And
Your
That's a
daddy
lot of
really
work.
loved your mama. I'll tell
you
you what.
know, enough. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
At least 7 times. You know?
You don't think they practiced a couple?
I don't know.
You've got 3 so far.
You're the best.
You got
You're
3
going to set the record.
dummies.
I think it's because I get a little nervous every time that I'm like being recorded.
Why?
Oh, if this is nervous, then
jeez.
you're doing good.
You're so pleasant.
Thank you,
And
David.
I mean,
I appreciate
in the
that.
bestest way. I don't think I've ever seen you not smile.
Thank you.
Every time I've been around you in the songwriter festivals that we've done together, you always smile,
Thank you.
and it makes me happy.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Good.
So
that
you
makes
grew up,
me
you
happy.
grew up
Happy, Abby.
You grew up around Dallas.
Grew up around Texas and just grew up singing ever
Did you?
since I was
in,
5.
Like in church or?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
church. My peepaw. I don't have a grandpa. I got a peepaw.
Paul.
Oh yeah, Peepaw and Granny Joe, and Peepaw taught me. I'm dead ass, David. That's his real name. He was born Peepaw Do. I'm just kidding. Marin Do is his name.
Peepaw the Third.
Peepaw Do. No, but he taught me my first chords on guitar. And I've come from a big family on both sides. But yeah, everybody was musical. And when I tell you everybody could have had a record deal, everybody on that side
your
could have moved
family?
to Nashville. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yes. My mom could have done it. She wanted to. And my grandpa actually, he got a record deal and then he signed up to go serve. I can't remember which war it was.
One of them.
One of them.
One of them.
Yeah.
But
What
yeah,
kind of
he was
music-
doing the music
What
country.
kind of music was it? Country.
Oh yeah, in Texas it was like old hymns, country, and just learning like great songwriting.
Yeah.
That's what I loved about country.
Texas is its own little thing, man.
It's its own
It's a
thing.
very cool. I've always enjoyed going to Texas, and they got a. I hate this word, despise it. It's been overused, but I'm gonna say it.
All right.
Texas has a vibe
It's a vibe.
about it.
What's wrong with the word vibe?
It's worn out.
but it's a real thing.
I know it is, but it's just been so used. I'm tired of it, Abby.
Okay,
But it's an
Well,
accurate description.
Yeah, it is that's why I used it in
Oh,
that context. It's like when you use literally, right?
Literally.
Correct. Yeah, literally.
I get that.
Yeah.
Did you have any like favorite songwriters when you were growing
Merle
up?
Haggard.
The Hag.
Merle Haggard for sure. Merle Haggard, Patsy Cline. I also. I'm sorry, Loretta Lynn. Patsy Cline's great too. I meant to say Loretta Lynn as far as the songwriter goes.
Yeah.
And then also I love Ronnie Millsap, Roy Orbison.
Wow.
Because I grew up playing piano mostly, and so all of those piano players I just like absolutely fell in love with.
Yeah. You want to hear a fun
Ronnie's a
fact
man.
about Patsy Cline?
Yes.
I was just doing a tour with a group of people the other day over at where the Quonset Hut is, and that's where Patsy recorded "Walking After Midnight" and "Crazy." She sang both of those songs in one take.
No shit.
One take.
So back then, did they all sing in one take? Because there was no such thing
They
as
pretty
slicing
much-
and dicing takes, right?
You could,
Yeah.
but it was way more complicated,
It was
obviously,
on
than it
tape.
is now.
Literal tape.
You
Yeah.
actually had to like cut and splice and tape. But long story short, the first time when she sang Walking After Midnight, she got mad at everybody, almost walked out, and the engineer convinced her to stay in. And she's like, all right, for you, because she liked him. She's like, for you, I'll sing it. Sang it one take, walked out. And then like crazy, I forget the story behind it, but she came in, sang it one time. I think she was sick. It was after her car wreck. She was sick, wasn't feeling good. And then she just sang it one time and walked out.
Do you know why she was mad?
I wish I remembered the story better. I like literally just heard it, but she was mad at the producer because I think she was late. Like I guess she was notorious for being late or something, and he was all pissed off because it was costing them money. And then like apparently they had a big heated argument right before, and she was like, "All right, that's it. I'm out of here. Screw you guys."
I get that.
And the engineer was like, "Hey, come here. You didn't even give me a hug yet." And he's like, "Will you just do me a favor and just sing this just one time?" And she's like, "For you, I'll do it, but for all you other guys, like."
That makes the songs even better to me,
right?
now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And now we take like 8,000 years to sing a vocal.
Yeah.
And we do it over and over
Except
and
for
over
Abby,
and over again.
She's
oh, no.
Yeah, of
hey,
course.
I slap auto-tune on. I'm not special.
I just go in and make vowel sounds now.
Ow,
I go in and sing something like incessantly until it's so hard to be happy with the vocal because I feel like I'll listen to it and just be like, oh, I can do it better.
Yeah.
I know I can do it better. But then I sing it again. I'm like, okay, that's it. Like that's the finish line maybe.
Yeah.
And having to be okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So singing, you grew up 5 years old singing church and wherever you could, I'm
Yes, sir.
assuming. Sir, do you just call me sir?
so
Yes,
old.
sir. David, think about it. Do you want me to say yes, ma'am?
She's a
Dog.
Can you
proper
say yes, ma'am?
she's a proper Texas
Dog.
girl with manners.
Come
Mom and Daddy
on.
raised her right.
You know?
I can say
Cabron.
yes.
Come on. The jingle. I don't. Ooh, wow, that's a bad one.
Yeah.
Shouldn't say that, should I?
I actually don't know what that means. Don't tell me.
You don't say it to
I love
people.
how you know no Spanish.
I don't. And it's
even the
honestly
bad
horrendous. It's terrible. It's really bad. It's something I'm ashamed is too harsh of a
You
word.
can always learn now.
I know I can.
You know what I do? I do the Babbel app.
Does that actually work?
This episode of Twang Down brought to you by Babbel. You can babble around. Yeah, I learned some Portuguese
Okay.
when I went to
Oh,
Portugal.
yeah, that's right. You were doing pretty good.
Doing pretty good in Portuguese. I'm learning French now.
Love. And you actually feel like you're like it's
It puts
working?
you in a. God, it sounds like we're doing an ad for Babbel. It puts you in the situation and makes you say it back to them.
Cool.
And gives you everyday situations that you would use them in. It's really cool.
I like that.
And it's half off right now. So
Oh,
Okay.
hey.
yeah.
Little early
Tell
birthday
my
present.
manager.
We all like to
do a little
save money.
Babbel
Yeah.
thing. That'd actually be a good
Yeah.
little endorsement deal for me.
Yeah, that's right.
I like it.
Actually, let's make this quarter girl a half.
It's up the ante here.
Yeah.
Love
That'd
it.
be funny.
Wow.
Anyways, were you asking me something?
I don't know. We had to do a commercial real quick, I guess. No, it's just I was wondering. So you grew up singing. When did you think? I think I want to do this. Did you do other activities when you were growing up? I mean, a lot of people played sports. A lot of people.
I think here's the thing. I always knew. I think from the age of literally ever since I started playing piano, I don't ever remember not thinking I wasn't going to do music.
Yeah.
As a career. I had a phase in like fourth grade where I wanted to be like a marine
Well, there
biologist.
you go.
And it's like every fourth grader wants to look at the whales or something.
Yeah.
The whales.
But no,
Yep, they're
music
still there.
was always like my
It always ate right
forte.
there. It always ate there. You were
It
like,
was, yeah. I always felt this need to write. I was writing songs when I was like 9 and just all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And I did sports, like I did gymnastics. I was actually a springboard diver.
Wow.
And
No shit.
Yes, sir. And I got I thought I was gonna go be a diver in college.
Really?
Do you still do it?
No.
You
Gosh,
like
no.
run over to like the aquatic center over here?
No,
Get a few dives in before a co-write,
They don't know. They don't make swimsuits for me anymore. Anyways.
Why? What happened?
yeah. But oh jeez. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Springboard.
Wow.
I think some of us could.
I don't even know where to go now.
But no, I really thought I was going to do
made
that for
David
a long
blush.
time.
Made David blush.
That's easy.
I'm just really hot right now.
Sure.
No, But honestly, I really thought I was going to do that. I thought for a minute, I thought I wanted to like be a journalist. As long as I was like on TV or entertaining somehow.
You just want to be famous.
Literally.
You could be like a host of something.
I would love that too.
Like TRL.
I've just always loved entertaining people. I've always loved like I've never minded being the butt of a joke or making people laugh or anything.
Center of attention.
No, for sure, attention whore. It's like what it is.
Speaking of bathing suits.
I just love it.
Were
Like
you weren't the firstborn though, were you?
Second.
Yeah. Okay.
Second oldest. Second of 7.
Wow.
So yeah, my big sister Ashlyn, she really, she blazed the trail for sure.
Blazer.
And then I feel like I got the best side of everything. Really.
What are your siblings' names? Do they all start with an
We're
A?
all vowels. So here we go. It goes Ashlyn, Abby, Aaron, Emily, Olivia, Avery, Owen.
Okay.
Wow.
No I's though. You got the A's, the E's,
No I's. We almost had an I, but
and no U's.
we went A.
Sometimes Y.
Should have had a few more kids. Could have maybe covered all.
Maybe
Of
should have had just a couple more.
They can
Just a
still
couple
go.
more.
They can still do it.
Yeah. What's more
Yeah.
after 7?
Just keep trying.
Yeah, just keep on.
Just do it.
Oh, jeez.
Love
But
me
no,
some
it was
more.
a fun growing up existence.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Very
all
entertaining.
kinds of chaos and yeah.
So
I can only imagine.
Did you dove in high school
I dove in high school.
and played music too?
Yes,
or did you
sir.
take
So I
breaks?
started. No, I had a band in high school.
What was it called?
Well, there was no name. We were just a cover band, and it was like me and a bunch of dads, and it was so fun. We would play like every Thursday night in Denton. Maybe not even that often, but yeah, we'd have gigs at least once a week, twice a week, somewhere on the weekends.
Yeah.
And we would just go play covers for 2.5, 3 hours.
Wow.
And it was awesome. I brought my keyboard. I was the keyboard player and the lead singer, and yeah.
Playing tonight.
practiced.
No name band
Yeah.
Yeah.
in Helotes, Texas.
Melodies.
Helotes.
Abby and the Daddies.
Abby and the Daddies. That totally should have been the band name.
That would have been appropriate.
Wow.
Yeah.
But no, that's
Wow.
where I feel like I learned the best. Like, they were great musicians. I mean, Texas has some amazing, amazing musicians.
Oh yeah.
So I learned a lot from them. And they would tell me about, hey, in Nashville, like, you can get paid to write songs. And, I think a couple of them had tried to go to Nashville and just decided it wasn't for them, and but they definitely got the bug in me to
So they
wanna
put
go try it out.
They were like, you probably should do this. I think
For
I
sure.
think you'll be good at this.
Yeah, and I think it gave me a lot of confidence too to know, like, as a 13-year-old girl, hey, I can hang with the best of them.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
in Texas,
That's
you know.
impressive, man.
So that was fun, and my mom too. She instilled a lot of confidence in me, and she always wanted to be a singer. I know this was her dream too. And she just always encouraged me, like, keep writing songs.
Yeah.
Would take me to all my gigs, help me lug the keyboard in, stay for the whole show, and then
That's awesome.
we'd go over the show after, and she'd be like, I don't like how you were standing. I don't like this. I don't like that. Like, don't say that ever again. Like, she was a great coach.
Yeah.
You know?
Good momager. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
There it is.
For sure.
Momager.
So
How old were you when you first came to Nashville?
when I first came to Nashville, I was 15.
Okay.
That was my first trip.
What'd you do?
I literally, me and my mom, like, walked down Nashville and just, like, talked to publishers.
Really?
Yeah. So
Just knock on
imagine
doors?
today having, like, a 15-year-old girl and her mom, like, knock on your door, Colt, and just be like, my daughter writes songs.
She's amazing. Sure she is. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And no, I couldn't even tell you who we met with, which is terrible. But we met with a couple publishers, and then I remember meeting with Warner, actually, and the powers that be over there told me to not go. Like, it was a father figure at Warner who looked at my mom and was just like, don't let her do this.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
Oh, so trying to save you from the business.
I guess so. But thankfully I'm crazy, so
Yeah.
Have you seen that person lately? Do you
No,
remember
I
who that
haven't
person
seen. No,
is?
I'm very thankful. I do. I'm not gonna say his name because I'm very thankful. Like, I know his heart was in the right
Well, that's
place.
fine. Who was it?
I'm
again?
very thankful for that. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. I think he was just looking at me like, hey, if I had a 15-year-old daughter, like, I'd want her to maybe go to college, go
Sure, I understand that.
try
Yeah.
other things, which I totally get.
You know, that's people ask me or people that I'm with, ask them for advice, and it's like do this if you want to,
Yeah.
but have a backup plan.
You
And
really
I know-
believe in a backup plan?
I hear people say all the time, you don't have a backup plan because you know you'll make you try harder. No,
But did you have a backup plan?
I did. I was going to be a doctor.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get you went to school for
No,
that
I
and
dropped
everything?
straight out of school.
Okay, so you did not have a backup plan.
Yeah, but it scared me to death. I moved here and started working at Applebee's. You know what I
David
mean?
didn't like
Well,
sick people, so
I did not like sick
Right.
people. But no, I think you should have some. I mean, I've told my girls that they can do whatever they want, but I want them to get an education first.
Yeah.
I want to have, just in case.
Yeah.
You know, I get working as hard as you can at something. And, you know, if you're going to succeed, you will succeed.
Yeah.
But I tell them, man, you know, that's the advice I got when I first moved here.
I think I agree with the getting your education.
Yeah.
Because that is, again, that's something, I don't want to say regret, but it's something I'm like, hey, what would have hurt waiting 3 more? Like, I moved here my senior year. I just dropped out of high school.
did you really?
Yeah, I moved here
Wow.
when I was 17. I'm like, what would have been 2 more, 3 more years of my
Yeah.
life for me to go graduate college and
Yeah.
major in business
Yeah.
or something? Like,
Yeah.
meet people and understand how people think a little better, and that, hey, not everybody has the best intentions, and how to read those
They
people.
really
and,
don't.
You know, and look, so thankful for the people I've met, the lessons I've learned.
Yep.
And sometimes I wonder, I'm like, man, college probably teaches you a lot of that.
Yeah. Well, it's just
Real
you
quick.
get that life experience too.
For
you know,
sure.
and when you're coming straight out of something, you know, straight out of the house,
For sure.
you know, not many people are as talented or as not naive as you are either. And
Well, I was
there's
very
some,
naive.
There's some people in this town that will take advantage of you,
Yeah.
and you have to have some kind of real world experience, unless you have a wonderful parent to see through some of the shit that's here. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always
Yeah.
nice to have someone to advocate for you, especially when you're at that age and don't have a ton of life experience. But I don't know. It sounded like you started off pretty good. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I
No.
remember,
Hey, I'm so thankful for
I think you were
the
like
whole of it.
19 when I first met you.
Yes, sir.
You just
Yep.
signed over at Black River.
Yep.
Mm.
19.
Came in for one of our curb rider meetings.
Yeah.
Blew the roof off.
Thank you.
Killed it.
Did I play for you guys live?
Oh yeah. You hauled in your little keyboard and
Love.
Did your
I
thing.
remember that Doug. I still talk to Doug all the time. But he took me to every publisher in town and
yeah.
basically just was like, here she is. And I'd play everybody a couple songs. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, very thankful for
Douglas. Such a
Dougie
good,
Fresh.
Love
he's
him.
such a
Yeah.
good guy. Like him.
So how did the whole Black River thing go down? How did you get connected with those folks?
that. They were they were like this. I was 19. Actually, I was 18. And I'd gotten a few songs together that were starting to sound actually good.
Mm-hmm.
And this was after 2 years of writing every single day, nonstop. I got a fake ID. I was playing everywhere, and just getting my chops up, you know. And Liz Moran and Ronna Reeves.
Liz.
Showbiz
Oh
Liz.
yes, I met with them, and they told me, they're like, "Hey, we're gonna book your calendar. We want to get you some people, 6 more months, and then once we feel like you got some songs ready, let's go label shop you." And I was like, "Okay," and we did. And met with a couple labels, then met with Black River, and they were really the first ones to raise their hands and be like, "Yeah, we're in."
Nice.
So signed with them.
Were you 18 when you moved up here?
I was 17 when I moved
17.
to Nashville.
I got you.
And I literally, this is what's crazy. Well, it's not that crazy, actually. I believe in this, but I wrote down, I used to be super, write down all my goals. And I was
That's a great idea.
I was super, super specific with them. Since then, I think I've learned to let God in a little more. Hey,
Yeah.
he might have something better in mind.
Yeah.
But I wrote down on a sheet of paper, I said, I moved to town February 2nd, 2015.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. And then
Lord.
Almost
I
10
said
years.
in 2 years, yeah, almost 2 years.
10 years.
10 years. In 2 years,
Maths.
I wrote on paper, I said, in 2 years, I'm going to have a record deal. or I have a record deal. And literally February 2nd, 2017 was the day I signed my record deal.
Holy shit.
That's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's bananas.
Yeah, but also not that crazy. Like,
I think
it makes
it's good
sense.
to write down your goals.
It is. I think I've learned since then though not to I've learned that like anytime I can't dream as big as God does.
Of course not.
And anytime I try to put a goal down and put a date on it or an amount of money or anything,
That's a lot of pressure.
it's a lot of pressure. It discourages the crap out of me, and I just get all your creativity just kind of gets squeezed out of you.
and
then every day isn't a surprise. Every day isn't like, oh, what miracle is going to happen today? Like, obviously, we all have goals and aspirations in life. I've since then moved my goals to like, hey, I write 4 songs a week.
Yeah.
That's a goal I can control,
Yeah.
and that, you know, or I work out 5 days a week. That's something
that's
I
the
can
other
control.
thing.
It's a habit, but I'm kind of done being like, I have a number 1 by blah blah blah. Like, that's never worked. You know?
No. I want to be happy. I want to be healthy. I want to be this by this point. I want to
Oh,
be,
sure.
you know, in the next 5 years, I want to, you know, lose 10 pounds, which I'm definitely not going to because I am perfect.
2 pounds a year.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Could do that. I can gain 2 pounds in a month.
Yeah.
But no, that's what's been like, I feel like I've learned this year is anytime I've just, you know, surrendered it and been like, God, surprise me.
Yeah.
I'm going to show up for my job every day
You will.
and do the best I can. Literally the coolest things happened. The coolest things. I'm like, I couldn't have made that a goal. I wouldn't have
happened?
even thought about that.
What'd you do?
Freaking, I opened for Stevie Nicks all year.
What?
Opened for Tim McGraw this year.
on.
On the
Oh,
sugar
McGraw.
shows. So just stuff like that. And then getting to go to like my first carpet events and just getting to know the like that world a little more. Just getting my toes wet in a little bit of everything. And they're just things that like, you know, sometimes I feel really small. And sometimes I feel so insecure and just like, oh, I'm not good enough. Like, who am I to do that or be that? And then you surrender it and God's like, no, girl, you can do this.
Of course. Yeah.
And then it just takes one experience doing it to raise your confidence to a new level and be like, yeah, I've done that before. I can do it again.
Yeah.
So what was it like hanging out with Stevie Nicks?
She's an icon. She's an icon.
That's huge.
And you know the coolest thing about her, and this is what I've learned from her, I think I used to be, and I probably still am a little bit, I used to be like very apologetic and just kind of, I wouldn't even call it humble. It's almost like a form of, I think a form of cockiness to like not know what you have and to almost be, like when people compliment me, I'd be like, oh, no. Like, and it's like, no, like, yeah, you're right. I am talented. Thank you.
Well,
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that.
Thank you.
For sure.
Exactly.
And just watching her on stage every night, like, she's so free. She's so in her body, like physically and spiritually. And she walks in the room and she knows she's an icon. She knows she's a legend. And I think that's what makes her humble.
Yeah.
Is because she knows the way people look at her. And I think it's Dolly does the same thing.
Yeah, they don't have anything to prove. They're just who they are. It's
almost
trail.
like they have the capacity to appreciate that kind of love, admiration, and attention.
It's a quiet confidence. It's just Dolly knows who she is.
And that's what
but she doesn't
I
get
learned
lost
from
in who she is either.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, she allows people to appreciate her.
Yeah.
And she
'cause
allows
she's a
people
national treasure.
Right. But even Stevie, like she allows people to enjoy her talent and she doesn't
Abby's
shy
gonna be
away
the next
from
Dolly Parton.
Man,
Well,
I hope so.
I see a lot of
we got
parallels
some
in
of the
you
parts,
too.
you know.
That's 4. You got 4.
I guess 2 of them technically.
It's amazing. You were on tour with McGraw, and I toured with McGraw a long time ago. But
Did you open for him a long time?
Yeah, He produced our first album.
Whoa!
Yeah,
I did not know
we were
that.
on tour with him and Faith the first time, and then him and Aldine the second time.
Yeah.
But just to see his control over a crowd, just to see him work a crowd is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Tim's one of those people like Dolly, but there's certain people that have that it thing, that thing that draws people to him, you know. And McGraw will tell you this himself. He's not the best singer in the world. He's not the best looking dude in the world. But he's pretty hot.
Abby chooses to disagree with that statement.
No, he's a good looking dude. But, you know, he just has that certain quality that people love.
Yeah.
And just to watch him work a crowd is unreal.
Yeah.
And it was I know it was an honor for you to get up there. And,
It was.
yeah.
Did you get to hang out with him much at all?
I got to hang out with him a couple times.
Yeah?
One time he caught me, I was in the dressing room and I had like all my clothes out all over the floor and just like, you know, bras everywhere, freaking, and my door's open, okay? And he walks in and he's like, "Hey, Abby." And all I can see are like my bras on the floor. And I'm like, I'm like, he's got daughters.
Yeah.
He does not
Sure. He's fine.
blink for a second. But no, he was just always in the hallways high-fiving people, always being like, "What's up, guys?"
He's
to
a
the
dude.
security
Nice.
people. He's just having a good time.
He's a guy.
And then the last night of tour, he brought me, he had a surprise for me. He brought me back to, I guess the radio meet and greet area.
Yeah.
And he's like, he was like, kind of seemed nervous or something, or maybe he was just like getting ready for the show. And he like peers around the corner, he grabs a phone and then just hands me a phone. And I was like, okay, look what, and he's like, just talk. And I was like, hello, and it was Faith Hill.
Oh, nice.
And so that was cool. And then she was so sweet. She was just giving me all this advice, and I was asking her lots of questions, and she was just telling me how much she enjoys my music. And then I just started sobbing. Like when I tell you, it was embarrassing, like uncontrollably. Like I didn't even know I needed to cry. I don't think I knew how much I needed that affirmation in the moment. Sometimes you
She's
just
such
need
a
that.
sweetheart.
And that Faith Hill, like that's a woman I grew up listening to with my mom in the car, you know?
That's great.
And for her to be like, Abby, I just love your music. I was just like, boo. And then Mr. Tim's like reaching over with his hands, like literally
Tim.
wiping the tears from my eyes. And I was just like,
Girl dad.
oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's
that was-
awesome.
that was
Mr.
pretty
Tim
cool.
is my favorite thing today.
Mr. Tim.
Can't wait to see him
It
next
was
time.
cool.
Be like, what's up, Mr. Tim?
Mr. Tim.
Wow.
That
love
was
it.
cool. Yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
Very much so.
Do you have any big tours on the horizon for this year?
Headline shows.
Yes.
It's time for me. Yeah, it's time for me to put my big girl pants on and
You know?
start owning that. And we did a handful of headline shows in 2024, and they were awesome. And so there is like an air of, I always get so nervous. I'm like, oh, people come, you know. And then when they do, it's like, oh shit, people came. Like, I'm like, oh crap, now I gotta like put on a show.
Yeah.
You know?
Now you've got to be entertaining. Yeah.
So anyway, we actually sold out the Troubadour this year.
Hell
That's
yeah, you
badass.
Which
did.
was awesome. Yeah, so thank you to if any of my followers are listening to this. Thank you for coming to that. So now it's just we gotta do some more.
Hell
I know
yeah.
I gotta get my butt out on the road and start feeding the people.
How about
People.
music?
Give the people what
Music?
they want. Yes, sir.
Come
we're-
on.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes. Right now, I feel like it's time. Wait, when is this coming out?
Whenever you
When do you
want it.
think?
Oh gosh, I don't know yet. Maybe in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. So I won't say too much then. I'm working on a ton of music right now. And it just feels like it's time to like, I don't know when or, you know, how it's going to come all together, but it just feels like it's time to put out like a project.
Yeah.
Because all I've really done up to this point is singles or
throwing
small
singles out.
EPs. And I'm like, man, I've never given my audience like a project or like
Yeah.
a world to live in.
Are you doing everything independent right now?
I just wrapped my license. I was in a licensing deal with Virgin
Okay.
for the last year,
Yeah.
which was awesome. And so that just came up.
Okay.
So right now I'm a free little bee,
Oh.
which is a really fun place to create in. But we're taking meetings and I'm just getting a feel for the landscape,
Okay. Nice.
you know, and
Yeah.
and also figuring out like part of me wants to figure out what is the sound that I feel like is me right now, and then decide, okay, what would be a good home for this?
Sure, yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
feel
feel
like
like share that vision.
I feel like you've evolved a lot over the years. I mean, from when you first moved to town,
I'd like to think
started to realize who you are. I mean, you never stop, I don't think, as an artist, which makes certain people so unreal. It's like, Madonna. Just look at her over the years. She just continues to evolve. But I think that's what everybody does, and I'm sure you're probably getting into your own and finding exactly who you are.
For sure. I feel like, and maybe that's just something, I'm about to be 28 in March.
Oh my God.
Still so
and
young.
I'm like, thank you for saying that. But when you've been here, I've been here for 10 years.
Yeah, but you came
I'm
early.
like,
Not everybody
holy
comes here
smokes.
as early as you did.
That's true. But I just think about like all the different things I got to try, all the different, like I have really tried a lot of different things. And I feel like as soon as I did one song that sounded one way, I was doing another song that sounded completely different. Like I have never stuck to just like one thing.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that was just figuring out, really just being comfortable with myself.
Yeah. It has a lot to do
Comfortable
with
in
it.
my skin and having the guts to let people see the authenticity,
Sure.
And I think for a long time I was very uncomfortable with myself
Yeah.
and what I wanted and how I wanted to say it and how I wanted to present myself. And I think early on, when I moved to Nashville, I just allowed a lot of opinions way heavier, outside opinions way heavier than my own.
Yeah.
And when I moved here, I was like, I'm a badass. Like, y'all don't even know. I'm about to hit you, And then I just quickly allowed that confidence to disappear.
Yeah.
When you
And
have so
so-
many different people talking in your ear and telling you what you should and shouldn't do, it can be real cloudy,
I allowed it to get really cloudy.
Yeah.
And so I just look back on that and I thank younger Abby for learning all those lessons.
Sure.
But now I feel like, okay, I feel very in my skin right
Good.
now.
Hell
Very
yeah.
comfortable. Yeah.
Nice.
What's your favorite place to eat in town?
Ooh, great question.
Nice.
Oh man, well, we just went to Halls the other night.
Oh, that's good.
Love
over here in
Halls.
West End?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been there yet.
Oh, it's
good.
You would love it. It's the best steak in town for sure.
Wow, really? Have you been to Bourbon?
I've been to Bourbon,
Man, they made a steak. I was like, oh,
and I love Halls.
they're good.
We should go
Both are
I
there.
good.
love
We should
Halls.
take a work lunch there.
Yeah, we
sometime.
should.
Yeah, there you go.
think that's a
Put
great
the company
idea.
card down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Abby can join us. We'll make it legit.
that'll be a
Yeah.
little write-off
There we
for
go.
me.
Yeah, come on.
But no, I like Halls. And then there's this place over by our house called Viet Pho.
What?
It's Vietnamese.
Okay.
Yeah,
What do you think I was gonna say?
I don't know, man.
he was ready for the worst.
It's Vietnamese food. It's just little tiny family owned.
What part of
place.
town are y'all in?
West.
Okay.
Yeah. And oh my gosh, the best pho. They make this beef. Pho. They make the best beef stew. Oh, it's so good. We're there we're there at least once a week.
I love some pho.
And they don't even give us menus anymore. They're just
Oh, really?
like,
They're like, here's your food.
they're like, you want
Yeah.
your usual?
You know you made it. You know when you walk in like a restaurant like that, and they were like, "No, we got you."
Oh yeah,
Are you a big Tex-Mex fan?
but more like food truck Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Tex-Mex. That's fine. But again,
fine.
our neighbors own a food truck, and so we go to their food truck all the time.
What's the name of the food truck?
I couldn't tell you.
Stop it.
I know, which is really bad. Again, I don't speak Spanish.
So disappointing.
Also, it's Honduran. It's not my native tongue.
Oh, it's
okay?
Honduran?
It's a little, what I guess is Spanish.
I
oh
think it
gosh,
probably
I actually
is.
They all
don't
speak
know.
the same
Yeah.
language.
I actually
Yeah.
don't know.
Pretty sure it's.
That's how white I am. I don't know. I have no idea. But no, I love the that was like my mom growing up. We grew up in like a nice part of town, and she was like the Mexican girl amidst the blonde, blue-eyed French tip ladies, And she
French
was
what?
French tips.
Oh.
TIPS.
And
Head out of the gutter.
my gosh,
Head out of the
David.
gutter.
anyways,
It's not in the gutter. I just can't hear. I got a head full of stuffy.
we hear what we want to.
Sure.
I have selective hearing.
It's okay.
Mind hears
It's
what it
okay.
wants to hear.
But no, she was our joke growing up was like she always had her friends were the Mexican ladies in town, and she would always go to the town next to ours to get like the authentic food she grew up on.
Yeah.
So yeah, she was always chasing down the taco truck and
Going
you
to the
know,
Mercado.
That was her vibe.
Yeah.
Supermercado.
For sure.
Was your mom a good cook?
Very.
Yeah.
Very good.
What was her specialty?
Golly. Well, every Christmas she'd make tamales. That's like still the thing.
Yeah.
And that's like we'd help her like 3 days. That's like a 72-hour
That's a job.
process.
That's the one with the corn, yeah.
So, yeah, corn.
Holotes.
Elotes, yeah. They're the best tamales in the world.
She makes.
I don't know.
Don't say it like that. That's
Golly.
racist.
Anyways, she makes really good tamales. She makes great green enchiladas, red enchiladas, mole, chicken mole.
I feel like your mom
good.
should cook for us.
You've met my
sometime.
mom.
I
You
have
met
your
my mom.
I
You
know.
like my mom.
I love your mom. She's a sweetheart. I feel like your mom and I should have a dinner.
Hey, my mom's hot.
Yeah.
She's a good looking woman. She is. She is.
I'm not saying that.
Does she live
What?
here or is she back in Texas still?
She's in she's in Dallas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I was going to say she could come cook for us
Darn.
one
Hey,
day.
man, we can.
I would love it if she lived
should-
here for a stint and then she can't stay anywhere for 6 months.
Adios, hombres. I'm going back.
Yeah, exactly. She loves Texas, so she's back there now.
Bless her heart.
With
Tell her I
the-
said hi.
I will. I'll be like, hey,
She was
David
very-
said hi.
She was very nice to me.
What's your mom's name?
Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Well, it depends. On
that's not very
we
Mexican.
say on her side of the family it's Charo.
Charo.
And then on her dad's side, or her mom's side of the family, it's Charo. On her dad's side of the family, it's Cheryl.
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 And then in Southlake, it's Cheryl.
Nice.
Cheryl.
So,
Love it.
yeah.
What do you have right now that you're really excited about?
What am I excited about?
Yeah. What's next for Abby Anderson that you're really excited about?
I'm excited about the things I've been writing.
Yeah.
I've been writing a lot more by myself.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. And that's been really fun just to see like where my mind goes by itself and then
where does it
bringing
go?
that down. Well, you know, I'm going to sell that one day. That's not going to be for free. I've been very excited by what I'm writing. I'm very excited by throwing paint at the walls and
Literally?
just feeling like, no, just like production wise.
Okay.
And even songs and just writing so much that I'm like, okay, what's feeling like a world?
Yeah.
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
And even down, I know this sounds silly, but even down to like picking out my outfits for the day and being like, what feels the most me? Like, what feels the most authentic?
Yeah.
I know that sounds so silly, but when you were told for so long what to wear and what's okay and what's appropriate and what's not and what's too much, you know, it really is like a practice to just be like, do I like this?
Right. Yeah.
Do I like this?
What makes me happy?
Literally.
You just got to
Yeah.
do you, you know? I think that's where the authenticity really starts to shine in someone, you know?
yeah.
Stop doing what everybody wants you to do and you do what you want to do. And that's what's going to make people gravitate towards you.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how long it's a practice.
Yeah.
To
When you
like-
think about any artist or band you were a fan of, it's like, what did
They
you like
didn't
about
care.
them? They were their own person, you know?
Well, the crowd
They didn't
can
look
feel,
manufactured.
They can
Yeah.
feel the honesty, whether it be through the music or just the persona you put out. People are not stupid.
Think about
For
the
the most
hag,
part, yeah.
Abby. What
Yeah.
did the hag do?
Yeah.
Whatever he wanted.
The who?
I also
Merle.
wonder, I
Oh.
would love to like ask those people too if they ever second guess themselves. I would love to ask them that.
Everyone.
And
does.
just any artist who, like, I've always admired the artist who just release whatever they want. But even then, and they're just such strong leaders and even culture shapers.
Mm-hmm.
And with those people, I'm like, were you born that way, or do you just? Is it a practice? Like, do you practice just not
I'm sure
giving in
there's,
to self doubt?
I'm sure there's instances for both cases, but I guarantee you most of them would probably be the people who always went against the grain, because those are the
Yeah.
people who seem to really capture an audience and their attention and shape culture, like you were saying.
And that's something I hope to do. And it takes some, I'm just realizing how much you have to work on yourself first to break down all those old habits and all those old voices and all those old negative. Don't do that. This is to this, you're to that. Oh my gosh, it's taken me a couple years to break that down. But I feel like it's finally coming down, and I've gotten better at like anytime self-doubt might creep into me, I just wave it away.
I think
and I've gotten good at that.
That's going to make you even, not just as an artist, but as a person. I think you're going to be so much happier.
Sure.
And I think, dude, I'm so excited to see what's coming for you.
Thank you.
I've known you for a few years now, and I've always been a fan, and I know Colt has too. And I was
Always been a
serious
fan.
when
First time I saw you in the Curb writing room or the conference room.
you've always been, and I mean, I know it's not I know it's not a front. You always smile.
True.
And I know it's from a genuine, honest place, and
It is.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks, David.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That was very kind.
Yeah, that's about all you're going to get from me.
Thank you. You're a kind person.
I do my
I
best.
appreciate that.
Oh, and we missed you at the Christmas caroling this
Yeah.
past December. I'm sorry you couldn't
Oh my
help us
gosh,
celebrate
we're
Jesus.
out of town.
Whatever.
Or else I would have. Actually, I probably wouldn't have. I was like, I just want to be home. But I texted Sarah. I was like, I gotta stay home.
I was kind of glad I was out of town as well.
Oh, don't say that.
Why not?
I don't know.
I tell Sarah and Lee the same thing.
It's fun. I love that tradition. I'll go next year.
It's a great thing that they do.
Next year. Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah,
It's
good times. Where can people find you on the lines?
On the lines, just at Abby Anderson Music. Very original. I know.
Simple, easy.
ABBY, Abby Anderson Music.
You know how to spell your last name?
Anderson.
And their song.
Anderson. Yeah,
Anderson.
that's real.
Abby
That's
Anderson?
really white. I've honestly thought of changing my stage name a couple
Really?
of times. I don't even know to what. That's
Oh,
why
you
I'm
thought
like
of something. Let's hear it.
No,
Abby
I don't even want to
Come
tell.
on.
I don't even want to tell you. My mom
Come
was like,
on.
"Well,
Tammy Tamales.
you're."
Tammy.
Like, a lot of
I don't
us
know.
are
Just kidding.
French. She was just telling me, going through our bloodline. She was like, well, we're Native American, French, Mexican. Like, that's my mom's side. I'm like, how does that even make sense? I don't know.
It's a lot of
So
stuff.
she was like, you could be like Abby Ledois. And I'm like,
Whoa.
no, Mom. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it. Abby Anderson's got a ring.
I like
got a
it.
ring too.
I like
I
the
like it.
alliteration.
Yes. It's good
There
times.
you go. It's just the right amount of. Well, I'm not going to say that. Never mind.
Come on. Don't be bashful now.
No. Anyways, it's perfect. It's the name of a superstar is what it is.
Okay, that's
That
right.
is.
Yeah.
I love the confidence.
So confident.
You know what? You should be
Abby
confident.
Ledois. Or was it Ledoux? I think it was Ledoux.
Abby
Ledoux?
Ledoux?
Did you say Ledoux?
Abby Ledois or Abby Ledoux or something.
Abby Ledoux.
I mean,
Great
that's-
granddaughter of Chris.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Wow.
So we're gonna stick with Anderson.
I like it. Do you think
Abby LaVox.
There you go. Yeah.
Hey, Abby, have you ever spun a wheel
You did a terrible job with the microphone.
of shame?
No, not in a week, not in a minute.
Well, you're about to.
Okay. Oh, snap.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the podcast.
All right. You're going to want to spin that wheel. Have you ever seen Price is Right?
Yes.
Give it a spin.
Now, what does this mean? If I land on something, I have to.
It's all in code.
Yeah, you don't know.
Just spin it, and it's going to
don't
tell you
even
where the
know.
rest of your
Please
life is
get-
going
All
to
right,
go.
Please
Heavenly
get Chubby
Father,
Bunny.
give me a good one. I'm
Chubby Bunny,
not
come on.
doing that.
Abby
Chubby
really
Bunny.
needs to do Chubby
Nope.
Bunny.
I'm
Chubby
gonna,
Bunny, come on.
Y'all
Chubby
got to
Bunny,
pay to
Chubby
see
Bunny.
that too.
Wow. Start an
Chubby
OnlyFans.
Bunny.
No, I don't want 999. I don't want to say that.
999.
Oh my gosh.
Are you drinking?
You know what? I don't want to because I have a show tonight.
Then you definitely don't want
But
the
what is
999.
it? But what is
A
it?
shot of Rumple
Rumple
Mints.
Mints.
What is that?
You never had
Mint
Rumple Mints?
liqueur.
No, I did not. You know, I was like raised super religious. I did not start drinking till I was like 22.
I don't drink either
Really?
now.
Actually,
No.
good for you, David.
Thank you.
When did you decide to stop doing it?
About a year and a half ago.
How do you feel?
Fabulous.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you notice like that there's that much of a difference?
It 100%. I mean,
When you were
40
doing it the way David was doing it, definitely.
That's what-
that's what
I mean.
Yeah, I was professional at it.
Wow.
You know, No, I work out every morning and just eat healthier, and
Good for you.
it's definitely I've found that you're seeing a lot more these days. I think there's a study that says millennials have just completely stopped drinking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean Brown Foreman just said they're having to lay off several hundred people because
liquor sales are at
down.
all-time low.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because millennials are wanting to be sober now. It's the new thing.
Yeah.
So here we are.
I've
not a
noticed
millennial.
that,
Definitely
like,
not a millennial.
Definitely
well, I've
not.
gotten to a point where, like, and if I'm quote unquote, drinking a lot for me is like 4 drinks in one night is a lot
Yeah.
for me. That's like, I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Things are going to happen.
Things are going to happen, or nothing's going to happen. That's how drunk I am.
1 tequila, 2 tequila,
Yeah,
3 tequila, floor.
Nor.
No, we'll spin that thing again.
Okay.
We'll finally get to the chubby bunny.
We're gonna find
gosh.
something.
Are these all drinking?
No, just a few of them
Relative?
are Chubby Bunny.
Oh, truth or drink?
Okay.
It's not
I like
drinking,
this.
but
We
this
just
is
do
gonna,
truth.
Yeah.
We'll just do truth. I like that.
It's
Ooh,
just
yeah.
truth. It's just the truth.
Like it. By the way, when did y'all decide to start a podcast?
About 50 episodes ago.
No, but when did you decide?
I don't know what.
Oh,
Over a year ago.
love it.
Yeah, our first episode was in like early September of 23.
Nice.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, this one's good for you. Yes.
Okay.
Have you ever posted something to social media that you thought was fine, but that you got called out for?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Yes.
Would you like to give
Would you like to
specifics?
elaborate on such social
I
media
need to
posts?
think. I need to think about how I can elaborate on this. Because there's, a few times.
A few times, more than once.
Well, I just used to get in trouble all the time for stuff I would post.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I was just being myself.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what made me painfully insecure for so
Yeah.
long. Was because I felt like every time I posted something, I was in trouble.
Yeah.
The
old
big
hand
one,
slapped.
okay, the big straw that broke the camel
Yes.
was I had posted. Now, mind you, at this time, I'm 21.
Uh-huh.
I am hot shit. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm at the lake with Tyler, who at the time was, I don't think we were engaged yet, but he's got a beautiful lake house in Georgia. And so we're at the lake. I'm in my little bikini feeling cute.
Yeah.
He snaps a couple pictures of me.
Yeah.
And I post that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you would have thought that, like, I don't even understand. All I know is that 20 minutes later, I'm getting calls from my manager.
Really?
Oh my gosh, it was like bad.
Really?
So I had to take it down. There
Really?
was like a conference meeting about it.
Well, I mean, you weren't like topless or anything, were you?
No, I was in, like, God forbid a young 20-year-old girl wants to
I feel like
wear a
that's what-
bikini in the summer.
I feel like that's what everybody
This is
puts
America.
on
Your
social
husband,
media.
fiance, whatever he is, took the picture.
Right.
I mean, was your
Anyways,
husband cool with it?
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah.
Or I mean, I guess y'all weren't even married then yet.
Oh no, Tyler's the one who he was like, post it.
But he wasn't like, babe,
Put it
that's
online.
slutty.
No.
Oh.
I thought it was cute. Anyways,
Did you
but
take it
So
down?
annoying.
I got in a lot of trouble for that.
Did you take it down?
Yeah. Yeah. I took it down. I didn't want to because I was like, I look really good in this. Like, what the heck? But
Trying to
no,
get some
now
more followers
now
here.
I post whatever the heck I want. and
Nice.
That's
you go.
nice, you know. So yeah, but that was like a big drama.
Interesting.
Big problem.
How long ago was that?
I was 21, so that was 6 years ago,
Wow.
Oh, wow.
right?
Seven.
How long have you and your husband been married?
We have been married this year. Will be 4 in October.
It feels like
Congratulations.
y'all just got married.
Oh, that's good. I'll take that as a
It's
compliment.
just, it's just for me.
That's
For me, time goes
Have
by
you-
so
Have
fast
you
now.
even met him?
Yeah, I met him at the Bourbon Gospel.
That's right.
Yeah, when I saw you last.
He's a good one.
You've
I
been
got
telling me
a
about
good
him
one.
forever, and you're like,
I
you know, he
know.
never likes to come out. But he was actually out, and I was like, hey, nice to meet you. I've heard about you for so long.
Didn't think you were real.
Yeah.
I know. I know. No, he's a good one. He's I love you got a good one when people meet your significant other and they're like, oh, yeah, he's a good one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what people expected when I would tell them, like, I'm married now, or they were, like, suspicious or something, and then they meet him, and they're like, Abby, how did, like, you are very lucky. Like,
how'd you guys meet?
I'm like, I know. We met my big sister and his best friends are best friends.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So they were all at dinner in New York, and they were like, "Hey, we have a buddy in Georgia, you know, good looking, stud, successful. He's just like he's a
stud muffin.
He is." They were like, "We're just trying to like find him a good girl, you know. He's super picky, blah blah blah." and my sister sent me a picture of him, and she was like, "Hey, I know you're gonna be in Georgia. I was on radio tour at the time.
Oh wow.
She's like, you're gonna be in Atlanta soon. I think you should go out with this guy." And I saw a picture of him, and I was like, hell yeah. Like, mind you, I'm like straight out of
Hotlanta, baby.
Yeah. I was like wearing tank tops for the first time in my life, like straight out of the religion I had like grown up in my whole life, just kind of exploring
What
the
were
world.
you guys again?
Also,
were y'all Mormon?
we were, well, the official name is the Members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So I was
Very conservative. Yes.
very, and beautiful. Like, I'm so thankful for that religion. Like, gave me such a great foundation. And a lot of my family is still LDS, but
now we're in the tank tops.
But now, yes, and
Drinking Coca-Cola and wearing tank tops.
I was on. I can say this. He won't mind. But I was on tour with Brett Eldridge.
Yeah.
And I thought I was gonna flirt my ass off with him. Oh my gosh. And then I met Tyler, and I was like, oh man. You're a good one.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I might have still flirted with Brett a little bit.
A little bit.
Sorry.
Sorry,
Love
Brett.
him.
Tyler won
Love
in the
you,
end.
Brett. Yeah. Anyways.
Well, we
you
have
snap a picture.
we have one more. We have an initiation into our little family here that
Yes.
you have to do now.
What is it?
You'll get a picture. This is a video.
So what I have here, Abby, is a bottle of the Atomic Rhino smelling salts.
Oh gosh, is this the stuff that Joe Rogan did?
Yeah. Well, it's similar. Yeah.
Okay, tell
Except
me
he
what
stole
it does.
from us.
It smells great.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the look. Yeah. Get a sip of water.
Yeah.
Put the lid on tight.
Oh gosh, I'm sweating.
Everybody's done
I'm
this.
going to take the
I need
lid
to
off.
clear my nasal cavity.
Oh no, you're fine.
Okay.
Do you have to sing after this?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to do great.
It's gonna make you sing even better.
So I'm going to take the lid off. You're
Is
going to
this
hold
like
it.
doing drugs or something?
No.
Yeah, but it's legal.
Okay. Well,
So-
so is marijuana. I don't want to like get high.
It's
No,
legal
it's not.
depending on where you're standing. But yeah.
Okay.
Don't corrupt her with this. It's not drugs.
All right.
So I'm going to take the lid off. You're going to hold it right here. And
You just sniff it.
That's it.
give it, I
Gosh,
want,
why
I want
am
you,
like,
I want you to
scared?
give it a big, powerful sniff.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna give it powerful. I'm gonna give
I
it
don't want a
just
little
enough.
Just enough
pansy.
sniff.
I want,
Just enough.
I want Abby Effin
Oh
Anderson.
no, I'm a freaking
Effin'.
wuss. No.
Is that EFF?
Effin.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's Spanish for kind of a big deal.
Oh. No, I'm nervous.
You got
Come
it.
on.
This
Ready?
right here, right here?
Right here. Go.
Gosh. You know what? That's actually kind of nice.
Right?
That's actually.
All right, now hit it proper.
Oh, I just did. Holy smokes! That just like wakes you up.
Yeah. Hot smell it over
What does
here.
that remind? Oh, you know that reminds me of chlorine.
Yeah.
Like when you golly, that reminds me of like getting
When you jump in the pool a little too fast.
Water in my
Yeah.
nose diving,
Yeah.
and you just like
oh, yeah,
have
diving.
chlorine. Like
That's it.
dang,
Whew.
that's like better than caffeine.
Let's go. The power lifters use it before they lift weights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the benefits of that? Actually,
Adrenaline.
Yeah.
is that really what
It
it
wakes
is?
up your central
So,
nervous system.
so literally, like power lifters will do a big sniff of that before they have to lift really heavy weight just to get themselves just get that blood rolling.
Get you
Wow.
psyched
some
up.
adrenaline.
Get you psyched up.
Where did you get it?
Amazon.
Actually, there isn't like now. Is it like or are there like good salts and bad salts? Like
It's just
It's
salt.
just ammonia.
Yeah. You want to check it out?
It's just
Yeah.
concentrated ammonia.
Yeah.
Atomic Rhino.
It's made from rhino pee.
Yeah. Rhino piss.
Actually?
Heavily fermented. No.
Well, I don't know.
It's ammonia, so I don't know how they make that, but it's very strong to quite strong.
Wow.
So
Very
strong.
cool.
Yeah.
That's better than anything else I've tried.
Abby, thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you, David.
You're
Thank you,
awesome.
Colt.
Thanks
This
for
was
coming
so
on out with
fun.
us.
Yeah.
I
We wish
appreciate
you the
it.
best and come back sometime and tell us what's been happening with
Yes,
you. If you
sir.
want. Y'all go check out Abby Anderson wherever you can. Colt,
David.
tell them all about us.
Okay, we are available on all streaming platforms.
Streaming.
You can follow us on Facebook,
In a
Twitter,
world.
and Instagram.
Instagram.
Follow, share, rate, like, subscribe,
Send us money.
all the things.
Yeah.
Go stream all the Abby Anderson music.
Yes,
It's
stream.
Yes.
ad nauseum.
just till you're sick. And then do some smelling salts.
That's right.
Thanks, guys. See you. Bye.
Bye, everybody.